All right. Awesome. Can you hear me, Gia?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Great. So, hello, everyone out there in social media land. I wanted to say hi to everyone. I hope everyone and their loved ones are doing well still. As usual, I like to introduce all of my friends to some of my new friends, and that includes Gia. We have Gia Veres with us all the way from South Florida, down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How are things down there? How's the weather down there, Gia, first of all?
Hi, everyone. Hi, the weather is just perfect down here. It gets a little hot, but it's still just we are not in the hot summer yet. So around this time of the year, the weather is just perfect. It's sunny. There are no clouds. It's just hasn't been raining for a while. It's been really gorgeous.
I'm telling you what, it looks beautiful where you're at. From what we can see, it looks lush and pretty. Gia and I were just talking a minute ago about the traffic, and I've traveled quite a bit around the country, and especially around the southeast. And there are a few places where traffic is usually exceptionally heavy. I spend a lot of my time. I have a home in Atlanta, Georgia, so I split my time living time between Atlanta, Georgia, and Orlando. And the traffic in Atlanta is pretty gnarly a lot of the times. But Gia, down in South Florida, you know, especially in Miami, downtown Miami area, you guys usually have some pretty heavy traffic. But we were joking that right now, that's the silver lining maybe of one of the positives that have come from all this craziness is the traffic's pretty light down there. No.
Yes, exactly. Especially in Miami, it can get crazy, but right now it's just smooth. It's I wish it was like this all the time,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't.
Exactly, exactly. I know it's eerie, right? I have
It is.
family that lives
It's
out
a
in
very
LA.
strange situation.
Yeah, yeah, it is weird. It's a strange is a good way to put it. So I'm excited to chat with you just for a few minutes. I know you're at the end of your day, so I appreciate you taking the time, and I'll let you get back to your life and your family. But I wanted to the opportunity because I think there'll definitely be some people that will watch this or listen to our conversation and will want to contact you and get more information. You work with a company, an organization called Go Green Eco Bins. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, correct. Go Green Eco Beans.
Now, what do you guys do?
So basically, we're a company. We are the manufacturer of a recycling unit. It's an all stainless steel unit that has both recycling and trash receptacles. And we have a great program. We basically work with cities, with festivals, with retail establishments, with outdoor shopping malls. And our goal is to provide recycling to everyone. We think recycling shouldn't even be a question these days. In 2020, everyone should have access to recycling, and that's what we are working on. And most of the cities already have recycling for their
Mhm.
residents where
Yeah.
they can pick up. But on the street, if you just walk around or you go to a shopping mall or you are at a festival, they don't always have recycling possibilities. And our goal is to provide recycling to everyone. So, if you have a water bottle or anything, you have leftover paper, you can you just recycle it instead of, carrying it in your purse or just like having to throw it in the trash because you don't have any other option.
Yeah.
So what we do is, let's say we contract with the city, and then we give these units for free to the cities, and it's basically a self-sustainable system. We have green sponsors who run the space. We have panels on the unit, so they can put their message out there. Whatever they want to inform their, if it's a realtor, then the realtor message, or lawyers or local businesses, usually restaurants, bars, shopping
Right.
centers, anything. Or we have nonprofit organizations as well, who love to use our receptacles to put their message out. So there are green sponsors. So with the help of these green sponsors, we are able to make a self-sustainable system where it doesn't cost anything to the city. and it's just we collect the recycling, we collect the trash, or the city does it. It depends, on the deal. And it's just beautiful because everyone's happy. The people can recycle. Cities don't have to worry about getting a very expensive unit, or units are durable. And then the sponsors are happy because their message are seen.
Yeah, and they look nice. I mean, they're nice. They're yeah, and they're doing a good thing for the environment. I think it's a great idea. And I know you call them green sponsors because that's what they're literally doing, the people, but they're
They
they're
are.
really they're advertising on the, just so people can picture it in their mind if they
Yes.
haven't heard of this before. So a lot of people I'm connected with are in sales. Either they own a small business, a lot of real
Yes.
estate agents, like you mentioned. So those are kind of akin to having a billboard, but it's a much smaller scale billboard, or back in the day, you used to see bus stops and there was advertising on there. This is a
Yes.
classy version of that, but also not only does it look nice, but it's doing something good for the environment because these bins are recycle bins, right?
Exactly. So that's why we don't just call them advertisers, because it's more than that.
Yep.
If they book the space on our eco bins, they don't just support the community by making it possible to have recycling, but they also help their city stay green and help just everyone to reach this recycling goal.
I love that. And now you mentioned, so in other words, it was funny when we were talking and I came to know you through a mutual friend, and heard about what you were doing in South Florida, which is where you're based. So naturally, that's right now your area. However, I ask about people that might be watching this from around the country or somewhere else in Florida. And you said definitely if someone's interested, whether from one of the municipalities, or if someone's throwing a festival. I know you've done some really big music festivals in Florida, or if someone was interested in South Florida in being one of the green sponsors, i.e. being on one of the bins and getting their name out there. You mentioned something back to if somebody was around in a different area, you said definitely have them reach out to you because maybe there's some way you can collaborate or help them get in touch with the right person and see if they could possibly do something in their community, correct?
Yes, correct. So most of our eco bins are in South Florida right now because we are based here,
Right.
but we are open to spread the word, and we are open to expand our areas to other countries, other
Yeah.
cities in the USA. So if you think that this will be good for your city, and you think you can help us make it happen, definitely reach out to us, and we will see how we can collaborate on this.
Great. So two things. One, so where are you from originally? Hungary?
Yes, I'm from Hungary.
So how is recycling in Hungary? It might be a dumb question. Is there recycling like in the United States? Do they recycle more or less? What's the climate for that there?
I think in Hungary they pay attention to that a lot more compared to some parts of the USA. Since
Yeah.
USA is so big, it's pretty hard to generalize because from I traveled a lot around the US, and I see some cities have recycling everywhere, and I see some areas of the USA where they don't have anything at all.
Right.
So Hungary is pretty good. Definitely, they have residential advertising, and they're trying to do recycling on the street. I see that they're always improving the bins there too, to make sure that people exactly know what to recycle. And I feel like education is a little bit better there
Mm.
because yes, people have recycling here, but I see that a lot of people have no idea what they can recycle and what they can, because you cannot recycle everything that's plastic. You cannot put even if it's a paper, you cannot put it in the recycling because it's just not how it works. And I
Right.
feel like you will need more education to people, and that's why also we partnered up with Recycling Across America. It's an organization where they educate how to recycle properly, and they have labels which are the same no matter where you use it, so people get familiar with them. So we are trying to use their labels now everywhere, So, people recognize them, and it's really clear. So people know exactly how to recycle. They, many have the desire to recycle, but we still need to educate everyone so they know exactly what can go into recycling and what it can't.
Really good points. Yeah, really great point. I think education, to your point, exactly, Gia, that's the key for a lot of things to be successful, right? Is people knowing what's out there and knowing how to use the product or service. So yeah, that's a great point that you make. So there's one thing I want to emphasize that I might have kind of skipped over. You mentioned it, but I want to just hit it really quick and then
Okay.
mention one other thing, which is, did you say that there might be a little bit of a revenue share or a little bit of an incentive monetarily to the municipality, the city, or the person, the retailer that would have the eco bin there? I know that they're not paying for it, obviously, because of the sponsors. Did you say there was something potentially that would come back to the city or county or person that was putting on the concert?
Yes,
The show?
absolutely. So we
Okay.
not just give these receptacles for free to the cities, but we also share part of our revenue to the cities. So it's also a good revenue generator for them. So it's
Perfect.
basically a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, I thought that's how I understood it. I just want to make sure in
Yes.
case somebody's watching it, because that's important, especially now. I mean, it's always important. Okay, my last little question, and then I'll ask how people can get in touch, best touch with you. So you mentioned music festivals.
Yes.
What about like concert promoters? If anyone out there is involved with I know there's a lot of musicians. I'm a big fan of Billie Eilish, so she comes to mind because
Mhm.
I'm a vegan myself, and so I know at her concert she does a lot of things that has
Mhm.
vegan options for food, and I'm guessing part of
Mhm.
that is probably environmental awareness. Um, if someone's involved, would that be something? Is that something too that you potentially could look into? I mean, partnering with those kind of opportunities.
Of course, yes.
So if
So we've
somebody
been
out there
to
knows
Ultra
Billie
Music
Eilish,
Festival. Yes, if somebody knows Billie Eilish, you can tell them that no, they can contact us. We've been to Ultra Music Festival. We've been to other festival, also local events like Earth Day events or any other local event. Um, so absolutely, it's a
perfect.
great fit for festivals as well because there's a lot of plastic cups, a lot of
Yes.
paper plates,
Yep.
everything at festival because they don't allow anything sharp or anything that could break, so they usually use recyclable materials.
Great
So
point.
it's absolutely a possibility to have our eco bins at the festival or at a big concert as well.
Great point. Well, I think this is a fabulous company with a awesome mission. You're doing great things, Gia, you and your team. So thank you for spending a few minutes with us. What's the best way for someone to get in contact with you, and also just to look up the Go Green Eco Bins? Where would they find you?
All right, so you can either call me. My phone number is 786-405-5408. I'll repeat that just in case.
Yep.
So it's 786-405-5408. Or also you can shoot us an email at info@gogreen-ecobins.com. So that's info@gogreen-ecobins.com.
Now you also have an
You can
Instagram page.
also, yes, we have an Instagram page. You can, if you could link that to the video, that will be great later.
Yep.
You can find us at Go Green Eco Bins on Instagram.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, I encourage everybody to check you out and help spread the word because it's a great thing to do for the environment for sure. So, all right, my friend. Well, listen, I will let you get back to your evening. Thank you so much for being on, and I'll talk with you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me and take care.
All right. Bye, hon.
Stay
Thanks.
safe, everybody.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.